You always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my Florida State Seminole fans, my Florida Gator fans. Y'all finally got something worthy of talking about. So let me bring you back down memory lane real quick before we get to the topic at hand, which is Cormani McClain. I know y'all tired of the Cormani McClain stuff, but it's here. Just bear with me, man. Anyways, before we get into this, before we dive deep into this, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, and all that good stuff. Anyway, so Cormani McClain, Lakeland, out of Lakeland, 5-star, #1 corner in the country. Visited Florida a ton of times. Everybody thought that, the Florida Gators was the destination for him and that where he was going to commit and play football. Fast forward to commitment time. Committed to the University of Miami. Miami was on him. DeMarcus Van Dyke was, recruiting him heavily. Committed to the University of Miami. Come signing day, coaches went to go visit him. He was nowhere to be found. Enters the chat, DEION Sanders, Coach Prime and them Colorado Bucks. So Cormani now visits there. You see the pictures coming. You see the podcast with Rilo and all of them. They're acting a fool. And he flipped his commitment to Colorado. Enrolled at Colorado. And, last season played at Colorado. Briefly that is. Now, a lot of drama and controversy around that. There was a lot of hints that he might enter the transfer portal. He did put out a rebuttal saying he wasn't entering the transfer portal, and then a couple weeks later enters the transfer portal. So I tried to tell you guys he was going in the transfer portal, but it is what it is. So now, fast forward to getting into the transfer portal. Coach Prime said what he said. His other coach, uncle, whatever his name is, can't really remember it at the top of my head right now. He put out a video. We got it on the channel. Just go back like 2 videos and you'll be able to see the video. So now a lot of schools was a little bit restrained from basically reaching out to Cormani. A lot of the things that DEION Sanders and the Colorado Bucks said about, Cormani could really turn his career into, oh no, let me stay away from that kid kind of deal. But nonetheless, today we're getting news that Cormani McClain will take a visit to none other than the University of Florida Gators. Now, I've been on Twitter all morning. I've been in the Gator space. I've been listening to them. They don't want him. Cormani McClain. The Gators don't want you. They don't want you. Their fan base, that is. Now, I know it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's all up to you or all up to your mom where you want to go, this, that, and the third, because let's just be honest, a lot of the news surrounding Cormani McClain has been about his mother. It seems like it's more of her recruitment than his. That's tough. No disrespect. That's tough. So, at the end of the day, could Cormani end up being a Florida Gator? Now, there's a lot of rumors pushing him towards USF, of course, because DeMarcus Van Dyke is no longer at Miami. He's over at USF as the cornerbacks coach. So, could that be a reunited and it feels so good type of moment? Or will he end up at Florida? UCF has entered the chat. I'm hearing they're making a push for him also. So, we're going to see. Cormani's supposed to make a decision pretty soon. So, with him visiting Florida at some point in the near future, I think we could go ahead and say, the decision will come somewhat after that. So, obviously, I'll pay attention to the Gators. I'll find out about the visit when it happens, after the visits, and I'm pretty sure a decision probably will be made. But if I was to say, I don't know, drop a crystal ball or a prediction where he's going, I would go with Florida. I would go with Florida. Listen, the guy is a 5-star, former 5-star. The guy was the #1 corner. Obviously, he's going to want to play for a P4 school. By the way, there's no more P5. The Pac-12 is dissolved. It's only 2 teams left in that thing. So, P4. Now, UCF is a a P4 school, being in the Big 12. But I don't know how much of a deal NIL will, factor into this. But who would have the biggest NIL deal worthy for Cormani? And how big of a deal would that be, coming from Colorado with a stained name? So let me know how you guys feel, man. Cormani McClain could be making a decision soon. Will be making a visit to the University of Florida. Would the Florida Gators be a good fit for him? As a Florida Gator fan, would you want Cormani on your team? Like I said, the guys on Twitter are talking about the drama that comes behind Cormani McClain. Would you want that drama at your school? Remember, my guy do not want to play for clicks. I don't think you would have to worry about that at Florida. I mean, ain't nothing to click, ain't nothing to show. Well, he could probably be a part of the Swamp episodes.